2023 is coming to a close, and if you're anything like me, you look at the new year as a great opportunity to try something new, perhaps better yourself, or even go as far as redefining your image. And so this video is for those of you that have never tried growing out your hair, you're looking to change things up. We're going to be going over 5 points to consider before you start your hair growth journey. So let's start by looking at what your first year of hair growth will look like. Let's begin by assuming that this is your current hair length. Give or take, this is the average hair length of the average guy. Now, your hair grows at a rate of 1/2 inch to 1 inch per month, which means within only a few months, you'll be entering the first phase of the awkward stage. Your sides will begin growing out, the hair on top of your head will feel longer than you're comfortable with, and you'll most likely end up in one of two boats. The first boat is going straight back to the barber shop where you began, and you'll be going back to shorter hair because this awkward stage just isn't for you. Whereas the second boat is going to sail the treacherous waves, figure out how to get through this awkward stage, figure out what styles work, what products work, and so on. And once you've hit the 6-month mark, you're well and truly in it. Now, something quite interesting happened for me at this point. Everyone around me, my friends, my family, started to identify me as someone with longer than average hair. And strangely enough, that made it easier to commit to the process. So 6 months is probably when you're like, the snowball's going down a mountain kind of thing. Like, you're very unlikely to quit at that point. At 8 months, you might choose to experiment with longer hairstyles. Now, if you go back far enough on my channel, you'll see that I showcased a bunch of different hairstyles at this length. It's a really good opportunity to have fun with your style, see what works, what doesn't. And by the time you've gotten used to those new hairstyles, congratulations, you've made it to month 12, your first year of hair growth, which is by far the most challenging year of them all. And so hopefully that kind of paints the picture as to what your first year of hair growth would look like if you were to begin this January. Now, point number 2, hair products. Now, your choice of hair products can make your hair growth journey either a positive experience or a complete disaster. Products that work in shorter hair, such as clays and gels, don't work as well in longer hair, so you kind of have to rediscover what does work. And that's where the partner of today's video comes in, blumaan. I have used blumaan long before I even started growing out my hair, and their products have been with me literally since day 1 of my hair growth journey. And most recently, they've released a new curl cream called Rebound, which is so easy and effective to use. I literally apply it into damp hair and then just scrunch my hair. It gives the hair so much more texture, it eliminates frizz. It's infused with shea butter and coconut oil, so it's great for your hair's health, and all in all, a really solid product. Now, I cannot move on from this segment without mentioning Monarch Matte Paste by blumaan. It is my favorite hair product of all time. I recommend it to everyone that asks me for hair product recommendations. In fact, even my girlfriend started using it and she's been recommending it to her friends, so it really does, it speaks for itself. It's such an amazing product. If you're interested in any of the blumaan products, be sure to use code Luca at checkout on blumaan.com for 10% off your total order. Point number 3, hair health. Now, without stereotyping too hard, the average guy has probably never considered the condition of their hair. They shampoo, apply a product, and rinse and repeat. As you begin growing your hair out, you'll notice that if you don't keep good check of your hair, it will begin to show. An immediate change that you can make to better your hair's health is by investing in good quality products. Mass-produced drugstore brands, whether we're talking shampoo or styling products, tend to have quite harsh chemicals and ingredients such as alcohol. Investing in paraben and sulfate-free products means our hair won't be exposed to these harsh chemicals on a daily basis. And again, an honorable mention to blumaan here. All their products are paraben and sulfate-free, which means you can feel free to use them every day and know it's not going to be damaging your hair. Aside from being selective with the products that you use, not using heat tools every day, brushing your hair, using a hair oil, these are all things that will only better your hair's health in the long term. Point number 4, it's going to take a while. Now, we touched on this in the first point, but growing out your hair isn't an overnight thing. It's going to suck a lot of the time. My biggest piece of advice would be to set yourself a goal, whether that's a set hair length or a hairstyle. There's also an element that I quite like about the fact that it takes ages, because anyone that you see with longer hair that is perhaps rocking a hairstyle that you like, you know that they've been through that awkward stage as well. So there's kind of this like element of, I see you, you know? Does that make sense? And much like we discussed earlier in this video, try and have fun with it, experiment with different hairstyles, become curious in how to better your hair's health. Like, these are all things that will keep you interested in the process. And finally, point number 5, you'll learn a lot about your hair. This has probably been one of my favorite features of growing my hair out. So for example, when my hair was short and I used to rock the pompadour or any sort of style alike, I thought my hair was dead straight. Turns out there's actually a natural curl to my hair and a wave. It's just my hair was never long enough to get to that point. It's not every day that you learn something new about yourself. So yeah, that's just something that I suppose I have gratitude towards when it comes to growing out my hair. But that concludes this short video. Hopefully it helped give you an understanding of what growing your hair out looks like. Another massive thank you to blumaan for sponsoring today's video. Again, if you want to check out any of their products, be sure to use code Luca at checkout for 10% off your total order. But until then, I will see you all in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.